Next topic.
Yeah.
Another young guy who, was supposed to be, in my opinion, the leader of all the young guys out here. XXXTentacion. 17.
Yes.
7 years ago, 17 dropped. And, I got a chance to listen to it. I actually listened to the album twice in the past, week. I listened to it driving long distance, and then I listened to it earlier today. Mm-hmm. Initially, I gave the album an A-, right? On RGM, I gave it an A-. I said, "Yo,
no, big RGM. Remember, it's big RGM. It's big RGM.
I need to get that domain, but I gave it an A-, and at the time, I remember. I think maybe I posted on Reddit or something. I was getting sliced up. People were saying "What? A-? Are you listening to the music?" I was like, "Yo, is it modern hip hop music? Probably not, but." I think what he was able to do from an emotional standpoint, from a musicality standpoint, I thought was next level. Now you look back 7 years later after its release, it sounds as good as it sounded from day one and even better now because I think a lot more artists are starting to toy with that approach to making music. So how does, I'm sure you listen to the album. I'm sure you're very familiar with the album.
Of course.
How does 17 sound like to you today? And what do you think that the impact of that album has been on music in general?
Loaded questions.
Yes, it is.
Well, first of all, the music for XXXTentacion, man, his music it was timeless then and it's still timeless now. Mm-hmm. I think that when what he was able to bring to music, specifically rap, if you will, was originality. It was like
rebelliousness,
impact. He brought passion. Mm-hmm. He brought purpose. Mm-hmm. He brought life, I thought, to the game. Mm-hmm. And to me, it's no different. It's no coincidence, I should say, why even 7 years later that album 17 still resonates with people, and the music still sounds fresh. Mm-hmm. I say all of that to say, XXX, man, he was a controversial figure, man. I think that's not even being PC. That's just is what it is. Remember, people, when he was alive, he was getting boycotted. There was a time where Spotify pulled his music off of the platform because he got into some domestic violence incident with his girl at the time. And this was at the time where people's music was getting pulled down and, it was like this witch hunt.
It was weird.
It was this weird time. It's like, damn, you opening up a can of worms, right?
Yeah.
Controversial figure, but I think that if we're just speaking about the music, bro, all I got to tell you is when that album dropped, people were so confused when Kendrick retweeted it, and when Kendrick bigged him up on Twitter. Kendrick retweeted and said, y'all need to listen to this album. This album is important music. Yep. Now, I'm not here to say I listen to Kendrick for validation, but for all of you people who only listen to celebrities when they give y'all their opinion,
that is true.
Guess what? He gave you the blueprint back then that X was onto something.
Kendrick noticed,
right? And so I remember seeing a post go viral, XXXTentacion's dad actually celebrating I believe the birthday, or I believe of X, and then he shouted out Kendrick at that exact same time, like, yo, I appreciate you, man, back then, even seeing the vision, blah, 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 blah. My point is this, man, X, that album still holds true. He was talking a lot about mental health, talking a lot about the struggles that I think people his age go through. And the music is pure, bro. It's pure. The music was pure.
It's pure.
That's at the end of the day how I feel about that album and just his artistry as a whole. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think? Do you feel like the music still sounds fresh?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, F Love, one of the best songs in the last 5 years.
Love that song.
Or whatever. It's at 5 years. It's 7 years ago. But in the last, since it's come out.
Right.
One of my favorite hip hop songs. Shout out Dex, right? Dex.
Beats by Dex.
Beats by Dex
yeah, man.
Produced that. Who was on the show before? But dude, what he was able to do there was great. I just thought there was some purity to him that I thought was admirable from a music standpoint, from a human standpoint. This was a very, very interesting time where vulnerability and introspection was starting to really get propped up in the mainstream media. And he really led the charge with it. He was not afraid to show you I fight, but I love. You know, I have suicidal thoughts. I just thought that aspect was just amazing about the album. And if I'm gonna say this, if he was still alive today, I do believe he is the biggest hip hop artist in the game. Like, if you look at the streaming numbers for 17, if you look at the streaming numbers, I think his Question Mark album probably had better streaming numbers
I think it did.
than 17.
I think it did.
Right?
Yeah.
His Question Mark
in terms
album
of just the numbers,
sold,
yes.
Yeah, record sales wise, his album sold.
Bro, Sad.
Like,
remember when
yeah.
Sad came out?
I'm sad to know you.
Bad.
Like,
he got a lot of records,
was
man.
He was out of there, and I think it started with 17. But if you can remember the album, what's your top 5 songs from 17? Ooh. As an honorary to honor the album, what's your top 5?
All right, how about this?
Songs?
This is not gonna be in order.
Okay,
it's not gonna be in order.
Yeah, it don't gotta be in order.
Of course, Jocelyn Flores.
Thank you.
I know you're so.
Yep.
It's too good. It's too good.
Yep.
I'm a big fan. Of course, we talked about F Love. F Love is goated.
Yes.
It will forever be a classic. I will be playing that song, Lord willing, for the next 20 plus years. That song is like that. Yes. I like Carry On.
Carry On's great.
Carry On. He was really in his boom bap rapping tight, right?
Let's see if you get my 5, because so far you got 3.
All right, bet.
You got 3.
I'm gonna make this quick. All right, 2 more, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody dies in the nightmares.
4.
Oh my
4 for 4.
God!
You got
what
4
a
for
song.
4 for 4.
And I'm gonna end this out. This is where I think we're gonna.
I doubt you.
This is where we're gonna go left.
I doubt you're gonna get this.
Save Me.
Ooh,
save me.
I like that song though. I like that song. But that's where we deviate. That's where we deviate.
That's the one.
We slightly deviate.
Right.
I got Revenge.
Ooh,
that's the joint.
That's my honorary. That's my honorary 5.
Something.
Yeah.
Like when I first heard that song, I was just like, "What is this? Is this like Paul McCartney type music?" But then I was just like, "Yo, like the artistic vision he saw making that song."
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Shout out 17. Y'all gotta y'all please listen to that album 17 again. I think it changed my view on music. It's one of the best albums I've ever listened to. One of the best albums I ever rated.
And I gotta say this too, man. Like when that album dropped, A+ for me. Yeah. I saw it then. Yeah. You could hear the importance of it all. And I mean, listen, this is like a damn near commercial for us for us telling y'all to go check out 17. But honestly, there's probably not a better album in the last decade.
Damn, okay.
I'm saying, like, if we were to rank the top 10 most important albums of the last decade, 17 is in my top 10 list.
Okay, I like
so
that.
I'm willing to prop that up.
I like that.
For you guys.
I probably agree
I want
with
y'all
that.
to check that out.
Listen to the full episode. Link below.